Fitbit claims COVID detection success. Fitbit is saying that if you wear their fitness trackers, they will be able to detect well in advance of any type of diagnosis that you might be COVID positive.
The most, even the old ones? The old devices?
Oh, I don't know if it's the old ones. Let's see what they say here. It's the... In May, we announced the launch of the Fitbit COVID-19 study aiming at building an algorithm that detects COVID-19 before symptoms start. In just over 2 months, more than 100,000 Fitbit users across the U.S. and Canada have enrolled. So you got to enroll in it.
Oh.
I think as long as you have the heart rate version.
Oh, okay.
Do you have the heart rate one? Mm-hmm. If you have the heart rate one, it should be okay. They were able to determine 1,000 positive cases of virus just based on the Fitbit, and well in advance of other testing methods. Apparently, what it has to do with, Will, is a person's heart rate variability. This is described at the beat-to-beat variation of your heart. So not your heart rate, but the sort of natural variation that occurs in your heart rate. And apparently what takes place if you get this illness is your HRV, your heartbeat variation, often decreases in people who are exhibiting symptoms of the illness. And your resting heart rate and breathing rate will then be elevated as well, along with this decrease in variability. That would be existing if you were healthy. And I suppose the way it would work with one of these heart rate trackers is you would have a pretty large database of your historical data, and then you would have it as a reference point for, some changes in the variability over here associated with early COVID stages. Fitbit also says it was able to confirm findings about other theories relating to COVID, including that being older, male, or having a high body mass index increases the likelihood of severe outcomes. They were able to tell all of this based on those initial findings, and then I guess there might be some sort of a follow-up. But this could be, wearables are interesting when it comes to health, because obviously Apple, they put that EKG. Is it EKG?
ECG?
ECG? There's a lot of these different type of, EKG or ECG. You call them, I don't know which one the Apple Watch has, but it's tracking your heart, and it's an electrocardiogram, I guess some sort of wearable version of it. And I remember reading about multiple stories where a person got some alert on their watch and then all of a sudden went to get checked out, did the stress test, and they said, oh yeah, you're having some sort of a heart issue or a heart failure, and then it saves a person's life by warning them in advance. Obviously, that group of individuals sort of more isolated with each case. COVID, on the other hand, it seems everybody's interested. Everybody is potentially impacted immediately. And so if this is true, we could use tech to imagine you got the warning, hey, you're a little off, you might stay home a lot earlier. And if you stay home a lot earlier, guess what happens? You don't transmit. So this could be some really cool stuff and further reason to potentially have a wearable if they're able to continue to get these results accurately.